Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I made this bustier dress with under bust corset and a Basque waistline. So if this is what you want to learn, please make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell to be the first to be notified in any video I upload here. Thank you for staying by. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. Right now we'll start with the pattern drafting. I've already got up my vertical lines, so I'm starting to get my desired neckline of choice, and then I'll be coming down by 1.5 inch. For you to get your chest line, the chest line is the area that you will mark the curve for your armhole. So divide your bust circumference by 6 inches and then add 1.5 inches to it for you to get your chest line. That is from your shoulder to the chest line. So right now the next thing I'll be doing is to mark my nipple to nipple measurement. I'll be marking it on the bust area and also on the half length, that is on my waist. So guys, I'll go ahead to connect these dots together and also get the midpoint of my shoulder length, as you can see, and then connect it all the way to the bust point area. The next thing I'm going to be doing, guys, is on the waist area, that is of my half length. I'll go in and out by 1 inch, just 1 inch in, 1 inch out, as you can see on the under bust, and then on the waist area, as you can see. Please make sure that if you are on the big size or your bust is bigger, please, you can go ahead to use 1.5 inches because this size now is for medium or small sized bust, as you can see on the video. So right now, come down by 3/4 inch or even half inch from the bust point and then connect with your curve rule just the way you are seeing on the video. Please look at how I am placing my curve and watch closely on how I am connecting it. The next thing I'll be doing right now is to get the armhole length. So I'll be marking the result I got after dividing my bust measurement by 4. That is what I am doing, as you can see on the video. Then I'll get the midpoint of my armhole. After getting it, I will come in for the front by 3/4 inch, not half inch. Please get me correctly. For the front area, I come in at the armhole by 3/4 inch, that is 0.75, and then I connect it with my curve like so. For the back, I'll go in by half inch. So the next thing I'll be doing is to come up from the chest line by 1 inch so I can do my over bust tightening. So I'll be going in and out by half inch, as you can see. Please, you can use 0.75, which is 3/4 inch, depending on the size of your client, guys. So this, look closely and see how I'll be connecting it all the way to the bust point. Please make sure to place your curve very correctly. Please make sure to also take proper measurements, as you can see, as I am doing, to make sure that the two lines are equal. If they are not equal, you can go ahead to alter it or add it. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is to come down by 1 inch at the chest line, just to give it this sweetheart curve, just a little bit. Also connect it with your curve the way I am doing on the pattern paper, and then connect the other side towards the armhole area. Guys, this is very easy, this is very simple. If you need a detailed tutorial, just make sure to go through my channel and see a detailed tutorial videos. So right now, for me to, I'll go ahead to add this bust tightening. I'll go ahead to add it up. Whatever I took out here, I'll add it at the armhole area. So the next thing I'll be doing is to take the measurement of my circumferences. I'm getting my measurement on the waist area, and then I add up the duct intake as well after dividing my waist by 4, as you can see on the video. And then I'll go ahead to connect the whole dots together. Please guys, I want you to also know that before drafting this pattern, I minused 3 inches from the actual waist measurement of this pattern that I am using right now, because I told you guys that I also did inbuilt corsets. So guys, please go ahead to minus 2 inches, 3 inches, depending on how much you want to snatch your waist. So this is the yoke. I will go ahead to come down at the neckline by 1.5 inches just to give that opening effect at the chest line. And then from the dart on the over bust, I came out by 1 inch, and then look at the way I am connecting it. It is very simple, it is very easy guys. This is exactly how my client wants her dress to be. So if you want exactly the way I did it, just make sure to follow the same method that I'm using right now, and then go ahead to label your pattern. Please go ahead to label properly. Remember that here I came down by 1.5 inches for the front area. So guys, but for the back I'll be slanting by 1 inches, because by the time you wear this dress, it is going to give a perfect fit. There will be no lumps, there will be no folding at the armhole area. So guys, this is for the back pattern. I'll go ahead and come out by 1 inch. That is to eliminate zipper bulge, and then I'll connect it all the way to the neckline, as you can see on the video. So after eliminating my zipper bulge, I'll go ahead and mark my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 3.5 inches. As you can see, please make sure to use your own measurement. If yours is not 3.5, please make sure to use yours. And then I'll connect it from the chest line to the waistline at the back. The next thing I'll be doing right now is to mark my bust divided by 4, and then after marking it, I will take the midpoint of my armhole, and then after getting the midpoint, I'll mark 0.5 inches. That is, I'll come in by 0.5 inches for the back, and then I'll connect the points all together with my curve rule, as you can see on the video. So guys, I will take my circumferences, which is waist divided by 4, then plus my dart intake, which is 1 inch for the back. As you can see, please make sure to use your own measurement guys. And then after taking my dart intake, I will connect the dots together, as you can see on the video. Also do well to label, and don't forget that before drawing out this pattern, I already minused 3 inches from the waistline of my client, because she wants it a little bit snatched. Then at the back, please look at the little alteration I'll be doing just to give it a little design, because I am going to insert a button. So guys, this is it guys. Please make sure to label, and make sure to use at least 1 inch for your zipper intake when cutting it out on the actual fabric that you will be using to make this dress. So guys, just go ahead to give your own desired a style or pattern for your back. And then as you can see right now, I am cutting out my patterns. Please don't fail to label your pieces so you will not misplace it on how they are going to be. Go ahead to cut as you can see on the video. If you look closely, you will see how I am labeling this pattern, because if you don't go ahead to label it properly with arrows signifying which one is supposed to be facing up or down, you may misplace your patterns. Trust me, because looking at it from this angle, you see that they are almost of the same size and length after cutting. So if you do not label them properly and showing arrows and which direction they are supposed to be facing, then you may go ahead to misplace your patterns and get yourself even more confused. So guys, please just make sure you follow this process I am also doing here on this video. So I'll also go ahead to cut my front piece, but before doing that, I will label. After labeling, I will open it up so I can close my bust dart. Remember I said, guys, that if you are finding it difficult or you do not know how to draft a bustier pattern, check my channel, my videos. You will see like several videos on how to draft bustier pattern, guys. Very easy, very simple. You will see detailed tutorial videos in there. Thank you. So guys, for you to close up your bust dart area, you will have to open up your dart intake and then take your pattern paper from up and then close it up just as the way you are seeing it. Take it from the down part and then close it upwards with your masking tape, and then go ahead to connect it back. And then after doing that, please go ahead to cut it out all the way around. So guys, if you watch closely, you see that I have gone ahead to cut out my pattern. This is the front and this is the for the back, as you can see. So the next thing I'll be doing is to cut out on my desired fabric. This I'll be using for the yoke, and this is this Ankara fabric I'll be using also. And then the next thing I'll be doing right now before cutting out on my fabric is to draft out the skirt area. So I have gone ahead to mark the waist, the hip line, and then the knee line, and then the full length of the skirt. So I'm going ahead right now putting in the circumferences of the measurement that I'm using. Please, whatever you measure on the hip line is what you'll be inserting on your waistline and then on the length on of your skirt. And then I also went ahead to go in by 2 inches just to give it that curve effect. And then I'll be connecting it. Please, if you want a detailed tutorial on how to make or draft skirt pattern, please just go ahead to check it up on my channel. Is there a very detailed tutorial? And for this video not to be too long and bulky, please bear with me. I'll make it as short as possible. So guys, I've gone ahead to do so. For the front piece, I'll come down by 1 inch at the waist area, so to avoid gaping and folding, and I'll go ahead to connect it at the center point, just as you can see, and then I'll go ahead to cut it out as well. Please make sure to label, and remember that this other side is going to be on fold. For the back piece, I'll be taking my zip intake. Remember, I eliminated zipper bulge on the upper area of my pattern, so I'll make sure to do the same for the skirt area, starting from the waist to the hip line. I went in by 1 inch just to eliminate zipper bulge, and then I also went ahead to mark the circumferences of my measurements, and then I eliminate 2 inches from the waistline and from the full length of the skirt, from the knee line and from the full length. Also, I went in by 1 inch from the center area, and then I came out by 1 inch, just as you can see. Guys, please make sure to use your own measurement. As you can see, I'm cutting out my skirt pattern. So guys, the next thing I'll be doing before cutting it out on the actual fabric I'll be using for this dress is to achieve my basque, the waist basque effect. So I will go ahead to cut out exactly the under bust area of my front pattern paper. After cutting it out, I am left with this, that is from the under bust to the waist area. I'll go ahead to pin it down. Remember that this is supposed to be on fold, so I'll use my masking tape to tape it together and place it on another pattern paper all together. As you can see, very simple, very easy. It is just for me to achieve the basque waist effect. I am coming down by 5 inches. Remember, this place I am placing my tape is going to be on fold, so I'm connecting it all the way to the waist measurement, that is the side waist. So guys, you can go ahead to make it very straight, or you can make it curvy. So this is our new under bust and waist area. This is our basque waist effect. Remember that this is also an inbuilt corset, as you can see. So guys, I am cutting it out, as you can see also on the video. Make sure you trim off every excess and make sure that you place it on fold, or you can go ahead to open it up at the center area. But for me, my center area of my front is going to be on fold. This is the skirt. This is just how it's going to be. So right now I've gone ahead to cut out my pattern on the fabrics that I'll be using. I've cut out the materials, I've cut out the yoke, I have cut out my lining inclusive, and I have also ironed it with gum stay and hair stay. So guys, this is just hop into the next video to see how I made the full dress.